Yo, what's happening, everybody? The Boxing Source checking in once again, and this one is in reference to the heavyweight division. So this is stemming from more of what happened with these Ring Magazine awards and all of the fighters that showed up and everything like that. But this one could lead to something big in the heavyweight division, and it kind of like delves off of what could have potentially happened in the heavyweight division. Now, the talk going into this year was what was going to happen with Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury, given their bouts that they had at the end of 2024. Of course, Anthony Joshua losing to Daniel Dubois, Tyson Fury losing to Alexander Usyk. If they were actually going to finally fight, right? And of course, you had from a few days ago Tyson Fury saying that he's retiring from the sport. I mean, hey, he got paid twice in those two fights against Alexander Usyk last year. He had some bouts against Dylan White and Derek Chisora over in the UK, where he got paid a pretty penny for those. And he had those bouts against Deontay Wilder and got a good amount of money for that too. So I guess he feels like he is set for the rest of his life with those particular fights. But with that being said, that still doesn't take away from Anthony Joshua potentially being locked into big bouts in 2025. Now, of course, we had on the BoxingSource.net one fight that is on the wish list for 2025, and that is Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder. But it's looking like that fight, yeah, I don't know about that fight happening. So, what happened in these Ring Magazine awards ceremony thing or weekend or whatever it was a little bit of a confrontation or a face-off of sorts with Anthony Joshua and Martin Bakole. Now that could be something that could really move the needle in the heavyweight division. But in the interim, we still have a fight that was ordered by the IBF in Martin Bakole versus Efe Ajagba. And it looked like Turkey Al Sheikh may want to have that fight over in Africa. Now, if you have Martin Bakole versus Efe Ajagba in Africa, and let's say that Martin Bakole gets the win over Efe Ajagba, you could have a fight between Martin Bakole and Anthony Joshua in Africa, and that could really set things off in the continent there. So, hey, two Riyadh season events in Africa, that could be something. That could really be something there. So that's something to really look out for, is if we have Martin Bakole versus Anthony Joshua later this year, maybe in the Congo, maybe in Nigeria, who knows? But just having that idea out there is something for fight fans to look forward to. Now, that's the thing. I mean, 2025, having those potential belts out there would really shake up the heavyweight division. And, I would be really interested in those two bouts. Now, just remains to be seen if that's going to, go forward. But, I would want to see those fights, particularly the Bakole versus Joshua fight later in 2025. I think that Joshua could have a fight in the interim, maybe around, like, say, April or May or June or something like that, and then schedule that bout between Bakole and Efe Ajagba on that. And then, like I said, if Bakole gets through that particular fight, then a really huge fight in Africa between Anthony Joshua and Martin Bakole would really set out some things there in the heavyweight division and also in the continent of Africa. So we'll have to see how that stems here in this particular juncture. But if you have any thoughts on a potential bout between Martin Bakole and Anthony Joshua, you could hit the comments, share your comments, support here, the Boxing Source. Hit the like button if you haven't done so already. Hit the subscribe button. We really appreciate it. And on that note, I'll catch y'all later.